Welcome to the Freedom Club Podcast, where we discover the fight for freedom, fulfillment, passion, and purpose. Your host is Curt Gallup certified strengths coach, an agency founder who is dedicated to coaching individuals seeking to level up their life and their businesses. The Freedom Club is about unlocking your talents, turning them into strengths, and crushing your objectives. You can learn more at CurtMercadante.com. Welcome to the Freedom Club.
This is the Freedom Club Podcast. I'm your host, Curt Mercadante. Happy Monday, everyone. And because it is Monday, it's time for the Monday Motivator segment. Every Monday, I bring you a short burst of motivation to help you kick your week off on the right foot. Every Thursday, of course, is the Thursday interview segment in which I interview a business leader or some other all-around interesting person. So what do I want to talk to you about today? Last week, I did an interview on a podcast called The Entrepreneur Track, and the host asked me, what's one piece of advice, looking back on my entrepreneurial career, what's one piece of advice I would give an entrepreneur who's just starting out, something that I had learned along the way. And my answer was that the biggest piece of advice I always get is that, starting out, I wish I had known that I didn't know everything, right? I was pretty arrogant coming out of college. Listen, that arrogance, thinking that I could do anything, really helped propel me forward. Maybe I was too stupid to be scared about certain things, and it took some setbacks, some failures to humble me and realize that I don't know everything. And that has really, truly helped me to grow over the last 10 years. I've surrendered to some people who know things better than I do, regarding marketing, some writing things, and various things. I've had coaches, mentors, and having some good coaches is a reason that I became a coach. But if I had to do it over again, my answer might be a little different, in terms of that lesson that I would give entrepreneurs. And it's not just entrepreneurs, it's what I would give anyone listening to this podcast right now. And it's still about the fact that you don't know everything. It's still about learning every day. But I might sum it up with 2 words: question everything. Now, listen, I don't want you to be some sort of a conspiracy theorist. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. But the bottom line is, over the past 10 years, the number of things that I consider dogma have sharply decreased. Listen, I still have core beliefs, right? There are some things that I still hold as truths in this world, related maybe to some policy issues, certainly to my faith, things related to how my wife and I raise our family, how I carry myself in this world. But I've learned over the years that it's okay to get second opinions when experts tell you something, right? A lot of us will go and we'll get a second opinion. We'll shop around when we're buying a TV. We'll go to 4 different stores to get the best price, and learn more about this product. But when it comes to our health, when we go to a doctor, an individual, remember, a doctor is a human being, tells you something and, oh my gosh, that's gospel. That's it. We don't want to go get a second opinion, right? When it comes to educating our kids, one so-called expert tells us something, oh my gosh, no, that expert knows exactly what they're talking about. So we have to take it as gospel, and we don't go get a second opinion. And I would argue that your health, the education of your children, there are several issues that are far more important than the TV you're going to put on your wall in your living room. And so, yes, I urge you to question everything. 10 years ago, for years, I had stomach issues. I would eat a turkey sandwich and it would feel like I just had Thanksgiving dinner and I have to go lay down. I would go to the doctor several times. I went to urgent care I thought I had an ulcer. One doctor told me I had an ulcer. He was wrong. Another doctor told me I had irritable bowel syndrome. He was wrong. He put me on a drug that gave me really crazy side effects, but didn't help my issues. So one day I'm reading a blog featuring a guy named Rob Wolf talking about the paleo diet lifestyle, and he was describing symptoms that he had had and some of his clients had had, and you know what? They were the same symptoms I had. So I went against what the so-called experts tell you about not eating red meat, not eating bacon, not eating eggs. And I went whole hog into the paleo diet lifestyle. And 10 years later, my health is better than ever. 2 years ago, my doctor told me that my level of good cholesterol is the best he's seen in a male my age. And he said, what do you do? I said, I do exactly what you would probably tell me not to do. I eat red meat, I eat bacon, I eat eggs. I questioned what the so-called experts had told me, and it's worked out for me. Now, I'm not telling you got to go on the paleo diet lifestyle. I'm not telling you your doctor is guaranteed wrong. What I'm saying is, if things aren't seeming just right, do not take as gospel what one human being tells you. Shop around, get second opinions, learn for yourself, think for yourself. Don't be a sheep. Take control, be the shepherd of your life, educate yourself, and do what's right for you. As you've heard me say before on this podcast, my wife and I, we homeschool our children. Our kids do a lot of self-direction of their education, right? We believe, we have determined that that's the right decision for our family. Now, I know a lot of experts who would say we're wrong. I've had people come up to me and tell me we're wrong, that our kids are going to be unsocialized, that our kids are going to be weird. They have bought as dogma what some experts have told them. Listen, if they want to do that for their family and for their children, by all means, do it for your family. But we've decided to look around, not look at one set of experts, but look at other set of experts. And we've decided, instead of being sheep, to be the shepherds of our family and do what we think is right for us. We questioned what society and what a lot of experts have said about education. I'm not telling you to homeschool your children. I would never go up to you and say, well, your kids go to public school. That's wrong. Your kids are going to be weird. I would never do that. But if someone did come and tell you to do that, I would tell you to question them. Educate yourself. Decide for yourself. Do that all along the way. Whether it's your business, your work, your family, yourself. Don't take as gospel what one human being tells you. Question everything. And so that's a big thing that I've learned over the course of my life. Really, I've learned it in the past 10 years. As some of you know, I worked in politics for years, even on political issues. And it took really working in the bowels of D.C. to see how some policy was being made, and seeing that, I used to think that the best way to save the world was being in politics. And I learned that politics is about saving the politicians, not about saving the world. And so, yes, I have some core policy beliefs. But again, because I saw how the sausage was being made, I learned to question everything that comes out of Washington, D.C. Again, I don't want you to be a conspiracy theorist, but I want you to take control of your life, take control of your family, take control of your business. Listen, I have had experts tell me this is the script you have to use when you're on a sales call. This is the package. This is the pricing you have to do for coaching. I decided to examine and test for myself, and it has worked out. I have a coaching program, a group coaching program called the Freedom League that costs you under $100 per month. I've had experts tell me, you're crazy. Why would you ever do that? My friends, it's one of the best, most fulfilling things I've ever done. Because of it, I'm able to help. I have people in that group from 9 different countries around the globe, and I'm helping them every single day because I decided to question what the experts told me. Question everything. Question everything. Have your core beliefs, have your core principles. Stick to them. Yes, absolutely stick to them. But when one expert tells you something, don't take that as gospel. Shop around. Man, we shop around for groceries. We shop around for the best deal for TVs, for cars, for homes. Why don't we do it in other areas of our life that will affect our future, our family's future, that will affect our life and death? So my friends, don't be a conspiracy theorist, but don't be a sheep. Be the shepherd of your life. Be the shepherd of your business. Be the shepherd of yourself. And learn to question everything. This has been the Monday Motivator segment for the Freedom Club podcast. Today, I'm your host, Curt Mercadante. Thank you for listening. I'll talk to you soon.